Imagine a laboratory, cluttered but full of promise. The air is thick with the scent of chemicals and the hum of scientific curiosity. This is a place where the boundaries of knowledge are pushed, and the unexpected is always just around the corner. It's 1928, and Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming is about to stumble upon something extraordinary. In this very lab, amidst the chaos and clutter, a serendipitous event is about to unfold that will change the course of medical history forever. Fleming is deeply engrossed in studying bacteria, those tiny organisms invisible to the naked eye, yet capable of causing deadly diseases. His work is meticulous, his focus unwavering, as he seeks to understand these microscopic foes. In a stroke of luck, or perhaps destiny, a bit of mold contaminates one of his petri dishes. At first glance, it seems like a setback, an annoying intrusion into his carefully controlled experiments. But this is no ordinary mold. This uninvited guest is Penicillium notatum, a seemingly insignificant fungus that holds a powerful secret. This mold, Penicillium notatum, secretes a substance that kills bacteria. Fleming names it penicillin. This discovery is not just a scientific breakthrough, it is a beacon of hope for humanity. This accidental discovery would revolutionize medicine. Headlines around the world herald the arrival of a new era in medical science, one where bacterial infections are no longer a death sentence. Before penicillin, even small infections could be deadly. A minor cut or scrape had the potential to spiral into a life-threatening condition. A simple cut could lead to sepsis, a severe and often fatal response to infection. The fear of such outcomes was a constant shadow over everyday life. Childbirth, often a joyous occasion, was fraught with risk. Infections during or after delivery could turn a moment of celebration into one of tragedy. Fleming's discovery opened the door to a new era, one where these microbial threats could be defeated. Penicillin became the cornerstone of modern antibiotics, saving countless lives and transforming medical practice. The world would never be the same again, thanks to a dish of destiny. For centuries, infections cast a long shadow over humanity. These invisible enemies lurked in every corner, waiting to strike. From the bustling cities to the quiet countryside, no one was safe from their grasp. Diseases like tuberculosis, pneumonia, and sepsis were constant threats. These illnesses did not discriminate, affecting the young and old, rich and poor alike. Entire families could be wiped out in a matter of weeks. Doctors relied on rudimentary methods like bloodletting and herbal remedies, often with little success. These treatments were based on limited knowledge, and often did more harm than good. The desperation to find a cure led to many experimental and dangerous practices. Surgery, even if successful, carried a high risk of deadly infection. Without the knowledge of germs and proper sterilization techniques, the operating room was a perilous place. Many patients succumbed to infections post-surgery, making the procedure a last resort. Hospitals, often overcrowded and lacking proper hygiene, were breeding grounds for disease. The conditions were dire, with patients crammed into small spaces and basic sanitation often ignored. This environment allowed infections to spread rapidly, turning hospitals into places of dread. People lived in fear of outbreaks, which could decimate entire communities. The sight of a single infected person could send waves of panic through a town. Quarantines and isolation were common, but often too late to prevent the spread. The average life expectancy was significantly lower than it is today, largely due to the constant threat of infection. Many did not live past their 30s or 40s, and childhood mortality rates were alarmingly high. The shadow of infection loomed large over every aspect of life. World War II, a global conflict of unprecedented scale, became a testing ground for penicillin. Infections, as always, were a major killer on the battlefield. Soldiers wounded in action often succumbed to infections rather than their injuries. The development of penicillin on an industrial scale was a game-changer. It saved countless lives, both on the front lines and among civilians. The war effort spurred advances in mass production, making penicillin widely available. Section 4. A world without penicillin. Imagine for a moment that Fleming had never discovered penicillin. The world would be a far different place. Infections, once again, would be a leading cause of death. Surgery, even routine procedures, would carry enormous risks. The population would be significantly smaller, life expectancy would remain low, the fear of infection would permeate every aspect of life, from childbirth to simple cuts and scrapes. Section 5. The search for alternatives. Without penicillin, the search for other ways to combat infections would have taken on even greater urgency and importance. Scientists might have explored different avenues, perhaps focusing on bolstering the body's natural defenses and immune responses. Herbal remedies, long dismissed as folk medicine, might have been rigorously studied and validated scientifically. The development of vaccines, another crucial medical advance, might have been accelerated significantly. Section 6. The unfolding future of medicine. While we can only speculate about specific alternatives, one thing is certain. The fight against infectious diseases would have continued. Scientists, driven by necessity, would have sought new solutions, exploring every possible avenue. The urgency might have led to breakthroughs in other areas of medicine. Genetic engineering, nanotechnology, even entirely new branches of science might have emerged, all focused on overcoming the threat of infection. Section 7. A legacy of innovation. Fleming's discovery of penicillin was a pivotal moment, marking the dawn of the antibiotic age. This groundbreaking discovery not only revolutionized the field of medicine, but also saved countless lives. Before penicillin, bacterial infections were often fatal, and even minor injuries could lead to severe complications. Fleming's work opened the door to a new era where bacterial infections could be effectively treated, transforming healthcare forever. It underscores the importance of scientific curiosity, observation, and the willingness to explore the unknown. Fleming's meticulous nature and his keen eye for detail were crucial in his discovery. He noticed something that others might have overlooked, and his determination to understand what he saw led to one of the most important medical breakthroughs in history. But the story doesn't end there. The journey of medical innovation is ongoing, with each discovery building upon the last. The history of medicine is filled with remarkable achievements, each contributing to our current understanding and capabilities. New challenges such as antibiotic resistance demand continued vigilance. As bacteria evolve, they develop resistance to existing antibiotics, making it harder to treat infections. This ongoing battle requires constant research and development of new antibiotics and alternative treatments to stay ahead of these ever-adapting microorganisms. The legacy of penicillin lies not just in the discovery itself, but in the spirit of innovation it ignited, a spirit that continues to inspire scientists around the world. This spirit drives researchers to push the boundaries of what is possible, constantly seeking new solutions to the health challenges we face. A spirit that continues to drive medical research and shape the future of healthcare. From advanced diagnostic tools to cutting-edge treatments, the legacy of innovation that began with penicillin continues to pave the way for a healthier future for all.